What's up, guys? It's your boy Jordy, and I've always wondered to myself, what is the top 5 badasses in video game history? So I kind of to make a little list of my opinion of the 5 greatest badasses to ever make a presence on video game history. And to qualify for this list, they had to have some kind of appearance in frame. So no text-based guys were ever put in this, so we can't include somebody like the Tarrasque, because even though he is a pitcher, he can't really be put into it since I've never seen him in a video game. Without further ado, let's go ahead and list it. This first one is probably going to make you guys wonder a little bit, and I actually can't show you any of the first one. The reason I can't show you any of the first one is because it's way too vulgar for YouTube. But it's Donald Gordon. Who the hell's Donald Gordon? Well, Donald Gordon was the main protagonist, or one of the main protagonists in a game called Phantasmagoria, which came out in 1994. It's a full motion video, or FMV. It's one of the very first computer games that actually came out, and it was right around the time that CDs started popping up, and it came on 8 discs. And what made Donald Gordon such a badass is he was possessed by a guy named Carney, which was an evil sorcerer. And he did horrible things. He ends up raping his wife. He ends up killing the electrician. He ends up cutting the hair off of the local lady and the guy and wears it as a wig, and starts drinking blood in a maniacal tirade to basically kill off his wife, which is facing the evil Carney. Very cool character. You should look up the game Phantasmagoria. Very wonderful Let's Play. And let's just go ahead and get to some other characters here. Number 4, Orin. You might think of like Orin. Why would you pick Orin? Orin is the epitome of badass. He is the only guy I can think of in video game history to literally beat people's ass with one arm behind his back. He literally kills half the monsters and bosses in Final Fantasy X using one arm. He is one of the go-to characters in the game, and he's also the strongest character in the game. Quite a feat, since he does all his ass kicking with the one hand style. So Orin makes a solid place in my list at number 4. Number 5, Drizzt Do'Urden. Drizzt is a character from the Forgotten Realms series, and he's a dark elf drow, or same thing. He's a non-archetypical, so he's not evil. Most drow are evil, but he is the opposite. He is not evil at all, and he is a total fucking badass. I could put gameplay of him up, but most people that post videos of him on the internet, or the games that he's been into, namely the Baldur's Gate series, people pretty much have to throw everything they have at him with console codes just to kill him. He is generally a level 20 ranger, and he is renounced in bars and everything like that as being the pinnacle of badassery. And that's exactly what he is. This guy was mainly put into this list because of my fond memories of him as a child playing Baldur's Gate on the PC. I remember buying Baldur's Gate. It had 6 discs on it, and running into Drizzt for the first time as he beat down that bear and those 2 skeletons. And I accidentally attacked him and he cleaved my character in half. It was so cool. Drizzt is the ultimate badass. But too bad he comes in at number 3. That means there's still 2 other guys better than him. Who the hell could it be? Let's go ahead and jump into number 2. Duke Nukem. Oh yeah, the Big Daddy himself. Duke Nukem personifies everything that is man. He is the badass. He likes bitches. He gets blowjobs. He shoots aliens in the face. He saves hoes. Duke Nukem does everything that a man would do. He's actually like a stereotypical man. He shoots guns, smokes cigars, likes to gamble, likes to win, and he likes whores. And he does all this while spouting catchy catchphrases. Duke Nukem, as a whole, has become this extreme thing. You have characters like Sandy Rabbit that take Duke Nukem as his persona, and John St. John's actually has this unique voice, which is worth thousands of dollars at this point. So much that he can't do the Duke Nukem thing out of contract, which is kind of neat. But Duke Nukem is a super fucking badass, and that's just my opinion as a number 2 guy. And the number 1 guy, the biggest badass in all of video game history, at least in my opinion, get a drum roll here. That fucking sounds like a flat tire instead of a drum roll. But number 1 guy is the Doom guy. You're like, what the fuck's the Doom guy? The Doom guy. The guy from Doom. He has no name. He has no purpose. But he has a BFG, a big fucking gun. Name any other guy that will stand the tides of hell and then go kick their fucking door in because he was unhappy that they came onto Earth. The Doom guy, you never get to see what his balls look like, but I'm sure they're made of titanium and they're weighing down considerably. That way he can't run faster than the Sonic the Hedgehog. If there was anybody that could beat Drizzt, Darren, or Arn on this list, it would be the Doom guy. Whether it being a dual chainsaw, or being a standard pistol, or being the BFG or the chain gunning floating fat boys in the sky, the Doom guy goes to hell and kicks all the ass as humanly possible. And it was the actual the reason the Doom guy was so neat to me was it was the first commercial I've ever heard say the term hell. You guys remember that commercial? And hell will follow into them. Yeah, the Doom guy. The number 1 most badass guy in video game history. I know everybody's list will be different. This is just mine. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm out. Just a disclaimer. The reason I didn't really post any videos of the guys I talked about in this video was mainly because I didn't have access to, and I couldn't feel like I'd pretty much be ripping other people's videos off by posting other people's gameplay on here without asking them. Certain characters such as the Doom guy and Drizzt Darren would be very hard to actually get on film since they come from genres that most people don't see physically pleasing, and they come from games of time way beyond what normal recording is. Games like Baldur's Gate doesn't really lend itself to recording. You probably could record it today, but it probably won't look as good as you would actually like it to. And most PCs today are too complicated to actually run these games. And games like Phantasmagoria, which you can get working, still, I've seen people do it, mainly through emulators. Even then, it's very low resolution, and it's probably best if you just go look them up as you see them in the video. It was not done on my part to save any time or anything like that. It's just doing it to make sure I don't conflict against copyrights. Anyway, peace.